back talking about Lions possibly, picking up Davante Adams. Apparently, Davante Adams was released from the New York Jets. We knew when they moved on from Aaron Rodgers, they was probably going to move on from Davante Adams. Probably his last big contract, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking more he probably going to follow Rodgers once again, or he's probably going to head, back to Green Bay. That's my conventional thought about it. But I think he wants to remain on the West Coast, so who knows? Will the Raiders be there for Shedeur Sanders? I seen in Mel Kiper's mock draft on ESPN that Shedeur Sanders, went past them and went to the Jets. They did something else. So I don't know how they feel about Shedeur Sanders. I don't know how they feel about the Raiders picking up Aaron Rodgers, and then would they accept Davante Adams back? So that's good. But Davante and the Lions, it make a lot of sense. He could play. He still could play in the Raiders. He could play with Aaron Rodgers. Him and Rodgers had a rapport. Where will he fit? He fit right in. He give you a number one receiver that can go inside, outside. Kind of a little bit different from my opinions about Tyreek. I think Tyreek is a really good receiver where, he don't need the volume that a Davante Adams needs. And Davante gets you explosive plays too. But Tyreek, he touched that ball 3 or 4 times. He may have 100 yards, a touchdown or two, and he's good. Same thing with J-Mo. 2 to 5 impactful plays, 3 to 5 impactful, they cool. They don't need a bunch of volume. I feel like, Davante Adams is just one of those guys that love a lot of value. He can be a chain mover. He's a precise route runner. He can be a guy that get down the field. He can do everything. And the Lions looking for a guy like that, a guy that literally can do everything. But at what price do you sit there and you pay him? You going out here paying for a high-profile receiver, and you still got no Myles Garrett, you still got no Max Crosby, you still don't go address the pass rush. And come to draft, they could address the pass rush. I had a video coming, about possibly, going out there and trading up and getting some help in the draft for one of the blue chippers. But that's the elephant in the room. That's the elephant in the room. Pass rusher. So before you go do that, you gonna have to go get you a Josh Sweat, have a deal, make sure you make it happen in the draft. But yeah, he'd fit perfectly for the Lions. On third down, it'd be hard to defend between him and St. Brown. On the outside, it's hard to defend him and Jameson Williams. Big body receiver. Still got it. You look probably a 2-year deal. But, for the most part, from what we understand, he want to go back to the West. So you start looking at the Chargers. The Rams got 2 unbelievable receivers. So Chargers, maybe Dallas would be interested, But at what price? They have salary cap hell. Houston may say, hey, is the Southwest good enough for you? So that might be interesting, but maybe if Rodgers go back to the Raiders, they can repair that relationship, but more likely not. So really, New Orleans, that really ain't a good fit there. Even Derek Carr probably out the way, going out the door. So really, he may not be a beggar chooser. Maybe him and Rodgers go to the Giants. But I know he said, he wanted, like Vegas and all that, but at what cost? Him and Jordan Love, they already got a report from practice. That's, Josh Jacobs said they need a new true number 1 receiver. Maybe going back to Green Bay might be the lick. Well, yeah, I think if you bring a guy like Davante Adams in, paying what you pay him, boy, you better go get you a Myles Garrett, a Josh Sweat, a Max Crosby. You better go get some pass rush help. You better go get some real pass rush help. That's a fact. You better get some real pass rush help. opposed to it at all. I mean, if they go out there and they able to, get them, shit, do it. Do it. They got to address that pattern. And they might be coming from a defensive line refurbished. They may move on, obviously, from Marcus Davenport. They may cut DJ Reader. You know what I'm saying? They may move on from Levon Enrique. They may move on from Roger Martin. They might bring in all new people surrounding them. They may move on from Zadarius Smith. He rolling around here with Cash Dog. I should be wondering, like, what happened to the days of when dudes like women that other niggas ain't have, other men ain't have? What happened to them days? Oh, they hurt because he had her. Like, dudes ain't used to like popular pussy. Excuse my language. Man, times have changed, man. They have changed. But nonetheless, shout out to her though. But shout out to Dog too. But he may be gone as well too. So. Yeah. So, but nonetheless, I'm not opposed to it. But as long as we get the pass rush together, and we gotta remember the pass rush is gonna be starting off on a limp leg next year. With Aiden Hudson coming off his broken leg, Elaine McNeil coming off an ACL injury, being that bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that can be an issue. Yeah, I know a lot of you go, we need pass rush, we need everything, we need pass rush, we need pass. You're going to have them idiots in the comment section. They don't understand that every year the NFL evolves. Especially to the top teams, they gear up to stop you. And obviously, our trump card is going to be having John Morton. So there'll be some different, there'll be some different things going in there for, there'll be some different wrinkles in there, probably a lot of different wrinkles in there for the Lions next year. But you constantly kind of got to keep improving. Even if you at the top of the mountain, that's not good enough. You constantly have to keep improving. So, gotta constantly upgrade. But check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. Live board drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good313, Venmo, CJ Good313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Twitter. We're just on Spotify, X and Instagram. But check out my other platforms, please.